It's hard to imagine anyone else playing Mad Men's Don Draper, but believe it or not, Jon Hamm was not the casting director's first pick.
Drop a like if you love watching Netflix. Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video on Film Slim. Many Netflix shows and movies would have been very difficult with a different cast. Fans can't imagine seeing their favorite character being played by someone else. Actors have been notorious, whether it was due to misunderstandings or quarrels. Here we take a look at 10 Hollywood stars who turned down big Netflix roles and probably regretted doing so afterwards. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's begin. Number 10. Nate Parker. Nate Parker nearly became one of Netflix's new movie stars. The film The Birth of a Nation, which was written by, starred in, and directed by Parker himself, stirred a big bidding war among distributors at the Sundance Film Festival. Netflix made the biggest birds of them all and offered an astounding $20 million for all rights to the film. However, Parker turned down this offer and accepted $17.5 million from Fox Searchlight. Even though Netflix was upset that Parker denied its bid at that time, but Parker's choice actually turned out in Netflix's favor, as controversial details about the actor have recently been exposed.
All of those ideas have been manifest up until this moment. They've been so supportive in so many ways, so I really am excited about having them as a partner.
Number 9. Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes had the opportunity to star in one of Netflix's most praised shows, Orange is the New Black, to play as the character of Piper Cheerman, but Holmes was too busy with other projects, so the role ultimately went to Taylor Schilling, who has since earned many awards for her portrayal, which could have been won by Holmes if only she had taken Netflix's offer. Number 8 and 7. Ashley Olsen and Mary-Kate. When the twin sisters Ashley Olsen and Mary-Kate were asked by Netflix to turn to the comedy show Fuller House to return to playing their roles as Tanner and Michelle, the twin sisters turned down the offer because they did not feel comfortable acting as they had been away from the cameras for too long. Fuller House then went on to become a great success for Netflix, becoming one of the most widely watched shows on the platform. Number 6. Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan received an offer from Netflix for The Jim Gaffigan Show, back then when Netflix was newly gaining popularity. Gaffigan turned down the offer and decided to sell the show to TV Land instead, because according to Jeannie, her and Jim weren't offered enough money to produce the show that they wanted to make. Unfortunately, after headlining and producing their show for TV Land, it flopped after only 2 seasons and did not come back for a third one.
No, I think it changes every 5 years, but I do have 5 specials on Netflix, so it was much easier to...
Number 5. Jon Cryer. It's not easy to think about someone else but Matthew Perry playing Chandler Bing on the show Friends, but the role was initially offered to Jon Cryer. Jon turned down the offer because the role was just too comedic for him. It's very likely that Jon regretted not being a part of Friends after the show became a worldwide hit and made Netflix its streaming home.
You missed out on a huge job earlier on in your career.
About the huge opportunity I missed. No, I was...
Number 4. Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti was already a star when he was offered a role in The Office, but he did not take the offer. Perhaps because of pride. Why would a movie star downgrade to television? Only if Paul knew that Friends would become a massive success, spanning nearly a decade and becoming one of the biggest hits available to watch on Netflix.
I think it's good. It's gonna be fun.
Number 3 and 2. Matthew Broderick and John Cusack. Bryan Cranston made a name for himself because of his iconic performance as Walter White in one of the most classic shows on Netflix, Breaking Bad, but the producers were also eyeing a couple of other actors for the role. We almost saw Matthew Broderick or John Cusack as the infamous Heisenberg. However, both actors turned down the role because they were not interested in playing a negative character. Number 1. Thomas Jane. It's unfathomable to see the show Mad Men, which was also a fan favorite on Netflix, anti-hero Don Draper being played by someone other than Jon Hamm. But in reality, John was not the producer's first choice. The network executives were willing to cast Thomas Jane as Don Draper, but apparently doing TV work was beneath Thomas Jane. While Mad Men became classic and a mega hit, Thomas Jane ended up on television in the less successful show, Hung.
Hamm recently revealed to Marc Maron during his WTF podcast that AMC originally had its eyes on Hung's Thomas Jane for the role.
If you ever plan on going to Hollywood and make it big as a name on Netflix, think twice before turning down a potential career-boosting role, because doing so could also turn out to be one of the biggest regrets of your life. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we will be soon seeing you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.